Inconsistent.
Like, hey, if you can afford to donate to the cause, and it's just regular. And then the one on top is all caps again, rants. It's so funny. So it's like two people.
I love it. You can tell it's him texting. Like,
some of them are him, some of them are just whatever team he has. You know, like
all caps. Listen, everybody.
It's a third world country. All right, my bad. All
We're going into World War III.
All right, let me just close the windows. I already feel cold.
Ay, Dios.
Es que yo no tengo la anemia.
That's what it is, nigga.
Huh?
That's what it is, nigga. You gotta eat iron, bro.
You need iron in your diet. Yeah.
This nigga's always cold.
He needs a block of iron, though, like actual iron.
You need a steak. That's what you need. Nigga. Is that what it is?
A steak with ketchup.
That's what you need, bro.
A steak with ketchup. That is sacrilegious.
That's how Trump eats steak. With ketchup.
For real?
Yeah, look it up. He eats steak with ketchup. Fucking weirdo.
Nigga's like, where's my
This nigga's
ketchup?
gonna go to Costco's and buy fucking ketchup right now and steak.
In Trump's name.
In Trump's name.
Bro.
Alaba.
And then go to New York and protest.
All right. So wait, hold on, wait. What is it that you want to? Did you have a topic or no? Yeah, of course you do.
Of course.
Whatever. Let's go. Just go ahead. Go ahead, Mike. I don't care.
Yeah. Let's talk about what's going on. I think it's going to be very necessary for people to protest, but my biggest fear is that people aren't going to protest because but I think it's going to happen, but
wait, hold on.
Not when it should happen.
About what? You got to start from the beginning.
God damn, nigga.
Like nobody
So
knows.
right now,
Don't just put it in like that.
Right now. Nah. So right now, we're dealing with a very big situation. I think America is.
I think what you mean is huge.
Is huge.
We got a huge situation.
It's ridiculously huge.
Things that only occur in a banana republic are taking place here right now. We're seeing.
I gotta be honest. We have no idea why he's being indicted.
Nobody knows.
We didn't even look into it. We were just like, it's happening.
It's the same shit they were trying before. Campaign fraud, no?
Put it like
Can
this.
you
I
Google
was just watching Fox News.
Uh-oh.
And they were having a hard time, like, okay, but what would it be? Like,
they're like,
I don't understand.
What's the story now? What was that?
Yeah, nobody knows.
What are we
They're
doing?
just saying they're going to indict him on Tuesday. He's going to be arrested on Tuesday.
Right.
For what? Oh, and mind you, this is the New York City DA's office, requesting his arrest.
I mean, apparently they got something because they're planning his arrest, right?
But why?
Yes.
We're gonna get to you're gonna look for the why now in the fake media and the fake news. The question is,
nobody has the answer right now.
Whatever it is, it has to be legit.
It has to.
They can't.
They have to come hard.
I mean, they have to have something.
2024 elections are around the corner. Do you know what this is going to do to his ratings?
That's the narrative. I got the whole narrative, but my thing is
oh my god,
that's what right there. There it is. Camera one, action, lights, clear.
Jesus Christ!
What is it? Tell us.
I'm just gonna read it.
Read it out.
Trump is under criminal investigation by the Manhattan District Attorney's Office in connection to a hush money payment. His former personal attorney Michael Cohen made to porn star Stormy Daniels shortly before his 2006 presidential election.
There we go.
Stormy Horseface Daniels. I love when he calls her. That's what he calls her.
Yeah.
That's Trump's name for her. He calls her Stormy Horseface Daniels. So basically, they're going back to.
You can't pay somebody to shut up. I don't understand the problem.
My thing is the thing. Hold on, Mike. The thing that you were. I am messing this up. The thing that you were just mentioning, because of the election, it's like, what's the best thing that makes him morally, ethically in question that we could fuck with? Because it's not just a matter of trying to put cuffs on him. He's a bad man.
Okay, but even if he paid her off, let's say he did everything they say he did.
Okay.
Right? He had sex with a porn star, paid her off to shut up. What's the problem? Who cares? Why is it anybody's business? Even if he's the president at the time, it shouldn't matter. And this happened before he was president. So why does it matter? Why does anybody care? What's the charges?
So read that again for us. So
I mean, I don't have the details. So, but I just have.
But the allegation is
that he paid hush money to Stormy Daniels through his lawyer before 2006 when he ran for president. I guess he didn't want people to know about it. But either way, it's his business.
You pay her.
Yeah, but again, what does it matter?
And is that a crime? If yo, Mike,
is that a crime? That's what I'm saying. I don't understand.
Yo, Mike, you see that prostitute over there? Yo, give her $500 for me. Tell her to come here.
So Stormy Daniels is not a prostitute. She is a porn star.
Oh.
Yeah,
but even if she was a prostitute, it doesn't matter.
There's a big difference.
This guy's
this guy's apparently part of the porn star union, representing the local 101 in your. Put it in your. You finished it. You finished it too back at home. I know you did. So yeah, I mean, this sounds to me like an ethics, attempt to tarnish his name, to paint this. They're starting early. You know what I mean? I mean, first of all, they're not starting early. They never stopped attacking him. Oh. The left and the right is not going to stop attacking Biden at the end of the day.
Bro, the right is not attacking Biden besides verbally. These guys have been taking Donald Trump to court on countless occasions. You understand? Which should be.
But aren't the left?
Crime
but the left is doing the same thing to Biden and his son. They're going to court. Bro, they're looking after.
Hold on. Let me pause right there.
They're doing investigations.
Bro, let me pause you right there. Biden and Hunter Biden, Joe Biden and Hunter Biden have not been in front of a court yet, as far as or at least not nearly as many times.
So you're gonna sit here and tell everybody that they're not going after them? That the
no,
right
they are going after. Wait. They're going after them for the right reasons, though. They have found physical proof, evidence
that had nothing to do with the yes or no question. Are they going after Biden? Something. Yes or no?
They're going after everybody in a big way now. Because of everything. Listen, I don't think if they played fair, I don't think it would have gone this far. I think if they played fair, it wouldn't have gone this far.
Again, they're still going hard, just like the other side went hard.
They're not going as hard as the other side. You can't say that. First of all, it's not tit for tat because the left, Democratic Party has made up stories. Like, for example, Russia hoax. That was a huge hoax.
It's a hoax.
The right has no hoax theories on their end. They don't. They have allegations based on certain proofs, such as the Hunter Biden laptop that was discovered, the emails that were deleted by Hillary Clinton the day of her subpoena.
Once again,
a day before her subpoena.
The specifics to it had nothing to do with the fact that they're going. The second the new speaker, what's the new speaker's name? The white guy, whatever his name is, the new House
Michael Cohen. Kevin McCarthy.
The minute he got the spot as the speaker, he was like, "We're gonna go after Biden, his son, and all legal." It was the hard on the second he got the mic. The second he had the mic, whether they're facts, whether they're true, whether they're fact, whether they're true, they went just as hard. Like the left went hard for Trump and continue. The difference, in my opinion, is.
They've been literally attacking Trump since 2016 and even before then.
Nonstop.
Because he wasn't even president yet. Now, you cannot say that there's an equal standard going on.
I'm just saying they have an equal hard-on for each other. That's all I'm saying.
You can't say that. You cannot say that because there's not an equal fight occurring.
Just saying that Trump has a little penis. The Trump people has littler penis than the other penis?
No,
It's
I
the same
think that
shit.
No, wait. I think
the Trump people are a little more patient and trying to exercise the law more than the left are. The left are going out, robbing, looting, stealing. They're letting people out of jail who are like criminals. Excuse me, they're not even indicting criminals right now.
He's repeating Trump. That's what's happening.
Yo,
right now.
but it's facts.
Did you write cue cards? I
It's
feel like
not
you got
cue
cue
cards.
cards on your
It's
shit.
it's so funny.
I love, the fact that,
I love
like
you.
we're in a serious time in history, right? And it's like people like right now in New York City,
Us.
like you guys.
Shitholes.
Yeah. You guys are kind of in a state where you guys are really in a state where you guys
Are stuck.
can't really exercise certain rights. You know what I mean?
No.
You guys are forced to comply with these laws that are foreign laws, by the way. Nothing but policies and codes that you guys have to abide by and memorize, and it really shapes
What?
the individual.
What? You said we gotta memorize stuff?
Yeah, you guys have to memorize like codes and policies, and like for example, like you guys, certain policies like
Give me one.
like not being able to walk through a park at a certain time at night. Like even though you guys have the First Amendment right to travel, right? You guys, they took that and stripped that away from you guys. They strip
Park closes at dusk.
they strip your
Right?
yeah they stripped your right away to travel. You guys in America, we have the right to travel.
So you
That is
wanna
a
go,
right.
You go to the park at 2:00 in the morning?
Not about going to the park, at least cutting through the park to get to the other side, because your house is on the other side of let's say.
To the park at 2 in the morning.
Why are you not going to the park at 2:00 in the morning?
Why aren't
There's
you
not
going
mad
to the park?
tecatos.
Yeah.
Sleeping
Take
around.
Tecatos.
Nigga, you are the Tecatos.
Motos, maybe.
He's scared of other
He's scared of
Tecatos.
himself. What the fuck? How are you scared of yourself? What kind of shit is
I
that?
don't want nothing to do with any of these people. I'll walk
Yo,
around
but
the park.
but you know what I'm saying?
got
I think
rats.
it's not fair if, let's say, you live in New York City, in Manhattan, and you're in the middle of Central Park,
Right.
but you can't cut through because you live on the other side. You get what I'm saying? You have to go all the way around. It's impeding on our rights constantly, and people do not
I'm
see
walking to the
that.
park.
First of all,
Exactly.
they have streets that
Right.
cut through.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm walking through that
They
park.
have streets and cars that go through.
Yo, but you understand
So
what
the
I'm
cars
saying?
are free
you see how-
too, Mike. The cars are free
Jose,
too.
the way you defend the impeding of your rights is the problem in
The
America.
brainwashing. So I
People-
want to just hold on. I just want to add
it's
in.
not the brainwashing. Brainwashing is different from control. You guys are allowing yourselves to be controlled, and in America, we have that problem where we're okay with. We've become complacent. We've become tolerable, to the fact that we're being controlled and our rights are being suppressed, and with certain policies and things like that. And then we vote for a party who puts more regulations on us than any other party in history.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? And any other party in history, no other party in history put the regulations on Americans the way the Democratic Party puts regulations on the people that are foreign policies, like things that are it is purposefully put in place to separate us from our American, from our founding rights, our rights that were given to us from the founding fathers.
Okay, hold on. Let's go back to the beginning. What brought us here, Noel? What were we talking about?
He's talking about that there's certain rights that we don't.
No, that's what he just said. But when we started recording, he opened up. And the topic that you opened up
Trump.
on was Trump.
Yeah.
And to that extent,
he's trying to say Democratic cities specifically, are trying to lock people down by putting a lot of rules into place, when Republican places are not doing that. So you're more free in the Republican place than you are in the Democrat place, which actually I agree, but not fully, because you start to see places like, let's say, Florida, they're doing away with a lot of weird stuff. They're trying to, at least. And one of the things that they do is they're taking away the mention of race and gender from all textbooks. So to me, I'm like, hey, that's kind of First Amendment we're talking about here. You should be able to say that if you want. You know what I'm saying? I understand why they do it.
It's like write a counter book if you feel a certain way.
Yeah,
I don't think you should dismiss whatever somebody says. I think books like of old, like what we would do is debunk the book, and the book becomes discreditable. Uncredible. It's just
simple.
It doesn't have any
it's an
credibility.
Update. There's an update.
Yeah, eventually, like we were talking about with the
dinosaurs,
the dinosaurs thing, where the scientists come out. Oh, there's a new theory.
There's a new theory,
and it'll spread little by little.
Right.
So,
and now we know there's no such thing as dinosaurs.
So because they're all gay, right?
Right.
We know this.
That was last episode.
Let's be for real. Let's be for real. Why did they turn the Velociraptor gay? They didn't have to do that.
I think
that motherfucker's now purple with fucking flurry hair.
Is that the way he flies?
He goes.
Barney's on it. He's blaming on Harambe.
No, not Barney. You know, you guys.
When Harambe died.
Things went south. Things went south. But let's be for real. I think I think it's going to be a very important election year.
How do you think the Republicans feel about that video that Noel sent, where Trump is defending the vaccine in almost every inch of the way, before, after, and during?
So,
how do you?
I think that was a early time in his presidential campaign.
What is it?
I think.
What was the question?
The question was, how do you defend, if defend need be, the video that you sent in regards to Trump defending the vaccine?
Oh, how does he defend it?
How do you defend it, Mike?
Yeah, so I think that was an early, time in his presidency, that he was even kind of, in the dark and scared too. I think a lot of things he said was out of fear, and we don't see him really promoting that. So he was
scared to tell the truth about the vaccine?
Not that he was scared to tell the truth. I don't think he had I don't think he knew anything really about the vaccine, and I think he was hoping that he would be right on calling for the vaccine based on, a possible fear he had.
Oh, what? Okay, wait. Scared of what? What is he scared of?
Wait, but he's still.
Bro, when COVID had came out, COVID-19, when that shit.
No, today. Why is he scared to say that the vaccines don't work?
So right now, actually, the party is actually all agreeing, like, and I don't know if you're paying attention to the news, but Fauci is right now under witness protection. Did you hear about that?
No.
Witness protection.
Cool. Yeah,
I mean, I'm pretty sure there are a few. I'm pretty sure there.
Hey, Jamie, can you pull that up for us?
Jamie, I'm pretty sure they're going after him. But again, he still has to explain all those little videos that Noel sent.
Yes,
all those little
explain to you.
Hold on, all those little videos. He has to explain why he lied.
He didn't lie. It wasn't a lie.
Lied.
This is
the president of the United States of the America, with all the secrets. He took secrets with him. He took secrets with him to the golf range. How does he explain the lie that the vaccine worked?
So now can I talk? So look,
got him,
Fauci
right?
First. No, you didn't.
No. Fauci's protected. You just said he's protected.
We can't talk about him.
No, I'm telling you, he's protected by. Right now, he's under the protection of the left.
And Trump is under the protection of the right?
No. Understand what's happening. Fauci has... It's been found that Fauci donated $9 million to the lab in Wuhan. You understand?
Right. And I love how you're adding stuff, but I want to know the question.
I'm not adding
the answer
stuff.
to
This
my
is
question.
all
How
public
does
information,
Trump
bro.
tell the people?
I can't talk to this guy. This is
But I
crazy.
mean, answer the question. How does Trump answer? Trump is here right now, and I'm asking Trump the question, Mr. President.
Well,
I love you, Mr. President. I voted for you.
Right now,
I
right now
voted
we're
for
dealing
you,
with the
Mr.
wet-
President.
2 times.
Two
Yo,
times.
Did y'all have like shots or some shit this morning? I mean, really?
We had cocaine.
This is terrible. I mean, I don't doubt it. You
We
guys are
sprinkled cocaine
New York
in our Mexican
fucking-
tacos. The irony in that comment. The irony in that comment. Listen to me. So
Yeah.
again, Mr. President, you had said several times that we have it recorded
I'm
that the
not
vaccine.
the president, first of all.
Mr. President,
Please,
Listen.
Mr. President.
Mr. President.
I want you to understand something.
But
We
Mr. President,
we have
how-
a
Mr.
web-
President, stay on topic.
Mr. President, I'm right here, Mr. President.
Hold on, wait. Look, do you see what you guys are doing? The gaslighting again.
I just
you
wanna
guys,
know what
you
the-
guys. Listen, you guys live in a gaslighting state, right? That New York City is just that's all niggas do is gaslight.
I believe it. There's a lot of pollution out here.
Y'all have it's mad pollution. Y'all have no like stability, bro. In like there's something in y'all water. You know what I'm saying?
Fluoride.
That's for
Something in
sure.
your water.
Fluoride.
It doesn't allow you guys to.
It's fluoride,
to
bro.
it doesn't allow you guys to put dots together.
What
It
would
doesn't allow you guys to like
reason?
you know, the reason is because you guys are controlled by Republicans.
We're controlled.
You know,
Democrats,
you guys are highly very controlled
what
by
do you think
Republicans.
his answer would be?
Democrats.
What do you think?
Mike, get it
what do you-
together.
hold
by
on.
Democrats.
What are you drinking in your water?
What do you,
I wish you guys.
I know they drop poison in your water. I saw the video.
The last time New York City
That
was
East
controlled
Palestine
by
water?
Republicans.
that East Palestine water, nigga? Ha!
I don't live in East Palestine. I'm up north, west from there.
No, but seriously, Mike, how do you
From
think
there.
he answers that question?
I'm trying to answer, but you keep cutting me off.
Okay,
You
go.
keep going up here, and
Mr.
I get
President,
it.
how-
You feel like the loudest one in the room is.
You told
I
us
don't
that
know.
the vaccines are safe and they work. How do you explain that
Today.
So he
today,
said
right now?
Donald Trump stated at a time where, you know, they were, you know, going through a fear of COVID-19. You know, the scare that was occurring. Of COVID-19, nobody knew what it was at the time, especially not Donald Trump, who is especially, you know, not a virologist by any means, you know.
Okay.
So he was, we see, involved in a circle of health. He relied on his health professionals, which at the time he didn't know. I guess you can tell he didn't know how far back they go with each other, and who they actually are funded by. I think, you know, there was a lot of innocence in his presidency at that time in 2016, going into 2020, right? That time you see a lot of innocent behavior in a sense where now, fast forward, you know, I think he's, you know, you're seeing a lot of his party, people in his party who are under him and who outwardly speak of their support for Donald Trump, attacking people like Dr. Fauci and the other lady who was there with them, you know, all these different people like Bill Gates. Right now they are attacking finally back at those people. Because what I'm trying to show you is right now it was like an unraveling of a web, which it was a really hard thing to do, you know, not realizing how deep that swamp that he was talking about. I don't think he even knew how deep it went, you know. So him
you're saying that he was rolling with the punches and rolling with the narrative because that was the only going plan, without having no one having
at the time.
at the time.
At the time, at the time it was like and then it was like you kind of saw a left hook from the left.
So the only people at the time, technically, what you're saying is that the only people at the time that knew that the vaccines didn't work were the niggas that created it.
So they were the ones clearly who knew about the gain of function that occurred, and just so happens that they're also the ones, right, who have the vaccine for that virus that we know came from a lab.
No,
the lab. Now we know for a fact, it is fact that came from a lab in Wuhan. It was a and I spoke about this earlier in an earlier podcast back then in 2020. I stated how it was indeed a biochemical warfare occurring. And yes, this was a biochemical attack. From
back
China.
to Trump. What you're saying is that the only people that knew that the vaccine didn't actually work were the people that were telling the president that it worked.
So yes, because this is what I'm saying, why it was such a left hook from the left, because he didn't realize his health advisors were even in the pockets of his enemies. It was like, it was like a psyop on their end, and this is how I feel they brought down the Trump administration, through this sort of biological
Is
attack.
it possible that they're doing the same thing to Biden now?
So no, we don't see the George Soros funding Republicans in a way. Because mind you, this is where their money is coming from. It's big heavy hitters like George Soros,
The Koch brothers,
the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation,
the Koch brothers,
No?
Koch brothers.
Koch brothers. What you said?
They're the ones that donate to the Republican Party. They're the George Soros of the Republicans.
So, but we're talking about people like Vanguard and BlackRock. George Soros. These are like literally, they own almost.
But don't they also donate to Republicans?
Not in the least. Not in the way that they are putting money and funding the Democratic Party. Not in any fairity. There's no fair exchange here going on, and
So
it's put it like this. Right now, what's actually occurring in the DA's office in New York City, there's a guy, I think, what is it? I forgot his name. The DA over there. But it's Trump calls him out for being, a puppet to, what's his name? To George Soros.
Who?
So
Who's a puppet?
Trump on his Truth Social just calls out the DA, calls the DA out that is indicting him on Tuesday. Uh-huh. He calls them out for being in the pocket of George Soros, specifically and by name.
And
he called him out just today.
The trial or this thing is supposed to go down with Trump getting arrested this Tuesday or next Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So my question again, I'm gonna ask the question again. If and I hope I'm using this word correctly because I have a GED and I apologize to all the people with education, and lack thereof. If the narrative is that Trump was gaslighted about this vaccine being safe, is it possible that the committees,
but he's still being fooled though.
The departments, are they doing the same thing? Is the FBI doing the same thing with Biden, or the Department of Treasury, or the Department of Justice, or the Department of this? Are they gaslighting him like
Do
Fauci
you have any examples you can think of? Do you have any examples that you can think of?
Like, so you know how Mike, you're saying that the vaccine, the Trump rolled with the punches because that was what the administration or the WHO Foundation, organization, like all these organizations, Dr. Fauci, his people, they were all telling him that, yeah, this shit works. This shit works. Listen to me. Is it possible that the same people or other departments, the FBI, the CIA, is it possible that they do the same shit to other presidents, including the one that we have now?
So the one that we have right now has been in an office since the past 45 years. He's been in office, he's held some form of office in our government for the past 45 years with no, everybody, I mean, the ratings of Joe Biden prior to 2020 election, we saw nobody truly approved of him at all.
So this is the donations that the Vanguard Group has made.
What are we looking at here?
Yeah,
it's even, pretty much. Mm-hmm. Because to them, it's like any other investor. You bet on both sides.
Wait, so what does this mean? What am I looking at here?
That's the money that they donated.
Vanguard Group has given $2,476,000 to 271 different filers. Okay, spanning. I'm spinning. Oh, my stomach is spinning with that burrito.
Okay, spanning 19 years.
So blue obviously is Democrat.
Blue is Democrat, and red is
Republican.
And it's only leading
Is that what it is? Can you zoom into that?
I cannot.
You can zoom.
Let me see.
Ay, Dios.
Ay, duele. I feel like
I think you had it good before. Right there. Just leave it like that. You can see it, right?
You can see it, right?
Look
at the. It's a difference of $500.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
No, but they're investment group, so you can imagine.
But we could break the tie right now between three of us.
Yeah. Listen. So wait. Check
if
this out.
If you play both sides, whoever wins, they got your back.
Oh.
Now look at BlackRock.
It's all about money, baby.
How much was funded?
I'm gonna see if I can find it.
Oh, something just happened with your audio, sir. I don't know if you got switched with the Bluetooth.
Oh, I was saying,
wow, you got mad loud. Holy shit.
Now check BlackRock.
He's gonna send us BlackRock while I think about why you got so loud. Did you take off your Bluetooth?
BlackRock, I found them. I think it's on the same website too.
Oh snap! Here we go. Did you take off your Bluetooth, Mike?
Yeah, I took it off and then reconnected it.
I wish it gave you the names.
Oh, I wish that worked, buddy, but nope.
But this is what I'm trying to say. It's like
they definitely donated to Democrats.
Yeah, and then it's like you look at what George Soros puts into
again. You play both
the
sides.
media, just. I don't think you. Yeah, do you guys know how powerful George Soros is? Before we even continue this conversation.
Wait. You said what?
The gun people.
What gun people?
The NSA. Do they?
No.
That's
George Soros. Do you know how powerful George Soros is? Before even continuing this conversation.
100%.
I just want to know what the conversation is technically.
Wait. I want to ask you a question. Jose, do you know who George Soros is to begin with?
He's apparently a guy that loves blue.
I will whoop George Soros' ass in a fight.
But see, this is what I'm saying. So basically,
you guys not powerful.
You guys have no clue the powers that are running our country.
Oh, it's definitely not Biden.
You guys are unaware of the powers.
This is the difference.
It's definitely not Biden. Biden's sleeping. He's night-night mode. I don't know who it is.
So
a category.
This
might be something different. Hold on, I'm sorry.
Hold on.
So as you uncover this web, there's a huge web.
Hold on. I know about George Soros years, nigga. Years. 9/11 George Soros.
Tell me about George Soros. George Soros was the one who led the 9/11 commission.
He got the Jews out of the building before the planes hit. All right, that was George Soros. Honestly, yeah, that's the. But
but this is what I'm trying to explain is that the web, in order to untangle, sometimes you have to realize, what and who is running the country currently. You have to know. For example, we can tell just off the strength of watching the news, where the money's going. where the money's going. You can tell, who's funding what, who's being funded. You look at, like I said, Vanguard, BlackRock. You'll hear these names quite frequently, but within the media is where the key is, because this is where we're all locked in, right? Whether it be social media, the news media, right? Television, what all these new shows that are coming out. What are the agenda behind all of these new things that are coming out are anti-Republican in our face, right? It's anti-Republican completely. It's all about gay marriage, transvestites, sexualizing our children. The list goes on.
I wouldn't say Republican. I would say far right, but that's just me.
No, I would say Republican. Republicans, majority of Republicans. Okay, we could just say that. Yeah, majority of Republicans do not hold to the view of gay marriage. Do not hold to the view of multiple genders. We do not hold to the view of transgender.
Okay, wait. Because we could talk about because
a lot, and I still don't know what direct message in response to my question to Mr. Trump is.
Because he's been talking about getting the vaccine since 2022.
Since the beginning, nigga. He's the one who commissioned. What was it called? Operation
Warp Speed.
There you go. He labeled it Operation Warp Speed. And what was Operation Warp Speed about?
Star Trek. 100%.
For sure. Mm-hmm. I will pull out a starship right now.
Wait, hold on. Let me say this. Trump was trying to help the people. Okay? So,
qué lindo.
Wait. Republican or Democrat, doesn't matter. As a president, you have to do this. You have to do this.
Okay.
You got to we got to save these people. We got to know what's going on. Yeah. We got to fast forward.
Pause right there. So when I asked the question to Mr. Trump, why did you say that the vaccine was safe and it worked? Is his answer that?
Okay, ask me. I'm the president.
Mr. President.
Yes.
Good day, Mr. President. Yes.
Oh,
first of all,
horrible.
Thank you for.
I sound like a.
Are you talking to Putin?
I sound like George Soros.
Putin.
Damn! I moved the camera a little bit. I don't know. So the question, Mr. President, Mr. President, thank you for your time. First of all,
let me take my take off my jacket. Show off these guns. Second Amendment. I gotta take these guns out.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Next question. All right, now.
Ooh, he threw it.
You in the back? Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. I wanted to. I wanted to ask you. There's tons of videos and interviews where you suggested that the vaccine were effective and they were safe, and they would protect the community. We now know that the vaccine isn't effective from the horse's mouth. Can you tell us why you gave us that information at that time, and you kept with the same exact narrative? So why did you essentially mislead the public?
Well, let me correct something first. You said come from the horse's mouth. I did not hear anything that Stormy Daniels said about anything about this vaccine. So we're gonna squash that now. Okay? Second of all, as the president of the United States, I'm not the president of the vaccination and the non-vaccination. I'm the president of the United States as a whole. That's everybody in this country.
Okay.
I gotta do what I gotta do to make sure the maximum amount of people get through this hump in our history. That's number one. Number two, I'm getting my information from doctors and scientists. I am not a doctor or scientist. So I got to accumulate this knowledge, and to the best of my ability, with the information given to me that I have at the moment, I got to make a decision about certain vaccines and where to give it to, where to allocate it, and all that stuff. At the time, I was told by Fauci and this other guy, whatever his name is, that the vaccines were safe, secure, and long-lasting. Okay, now we know, months and years later, that some of that information was a little bit misleading. Whether that be on purpose or not, we don't know. That's up to you to decide and for the court system to figure out. But at the time we thought that they were safe and effective. So I still hold to my stance that I had in the past because at the time that's the information I had.
But you would agree that the information is false now. You don't deny that fact, do you, Mr. President?
No, I would agree that some of the information was misleading and maybe mistaken. I don't want to accuse anybody of anything.
Okay.
But we do have some new information saying that the vaccines don't last as long and they don't protect you as strongly as they said that they did. But I still gonna hold that in the past I had to make my decision to the best of my ability to save the American people, just as if a foreign army was to invade our shores, I would send our military to stop them. I made it with the same decision and vigor that I would make in an invasion.
Who should then be held accountable then? If anyone... Hold. Oh, do you have a question? Go ahead.
You in the back? Go ahead.
Yo, based on everything you just said, imagine the New York DA's office actually indicts him for misleading the public about the vaccine.
I'm innocent, and then they play the video of him saying, "Get the vaccine."
I think at that point, every Republican will be like, "He did say that. He's completely guilty. Yeah, lock him up. Lock his ass up."
But I mean, with that same thought process of Trump said to get the vaccine, this is the information, most of America had that same information. They had to decide at the moment
whether to believe it or not.
Do I got to get this vaccine? I got kids. Is it really going to save them? Do I got to get the shot?
Yeah.
My grandma died last week. I think I got to get my kids vaccinated or whatever. They had to make that decision at the moment.
See, and that was the thing. Trump didn't enforce it in a way that Biden did when he became president. See, he was like, "Oh, if you have the right not to have it if you don't want it." Whereas Biden was like, "No, y'all gonna be fired from your jobs." He came down with an iron fist with that with the vaccine, in my opinion, in comparison to the Republican Party.
Right. So, okay. So that's the only defense that he has then. The only defense is what you suggested. Which I
think is a great defense, because if you're going to indict a person based on what he supported at a time the country was in shambles, you know what I mean?
Right.
I think you're also going to have to hold the other side accountable. In that,
you got to do it. You got to at least offer it. You can't force anybody, and that's one of the things Trump said. I'm telling you guys, It's available. I took it. You don't got to do nothing. I'm just telling you it's there for you.
He's like, I took it. He's like, I feel fine. He's like, I'm just saying, But then we also see later on that, Fauci does on record say that the vaccine,
you see the yellow
the
box
virus
that pops up in that screen? That's me turning the screen onto him. Oh, my bad. Yeah, keep going.
So the vaccine is, Fauci says basically, he's on camera saying like the vaccine is it's more effective if you had it's more effective to combat it with natural immunity.
Yeah.
Than it is with the vaccine. And he's on camera saying that numerous times. So it's like,
but before he was like, take the vaccine, you don't want natural immunity.
Right.
But yeah, it was like,
so can we forgive him? Can we be like, yo, you know what it is?
You know what it is? This was such
politics is too dark, is my opinion.
This was such a cluster fuck.
Wow.
This was such a cluster fuck. And it was in the middle of a flip. In the middle of a camp, in the middle of politics and getting elected and campaigns. It was in the midst. And so I firmly believe that motives got conflicted. Clearly, motives got conflicted. Yeah. But what if there's anything that came out of this freaking pandemic is that there's no way the people are going to be trusting the government
the next time around.
Yeah. It doesn't matter if there's a Republican or a Democrat. They're going to be like, these niggas, I don't trust them.
Or an alien in his mothership.
And his mothership. What do you think about that?
I can't wait for it to come. Like, probe me. I'm waiting. I've been waiting every night that I go into the woods by myself, or every night that I drove down a dark road, and I always think like, you could just take me right now.
I posed the question that if an alien were to visit you right now, everyone would generally be fucking shocked. That's that first.
Yeah.
And then the flight or what is the phrase?
Fight or flight.
Fight or flight. Then that comes
I
into
say
play.
fight, flight, or pray. I think there's three, in my opinion. I think you got prayers, people who run right
praying
to prayer.
is fear. What is that?
No, but
Fight?
you can pray in both. Pray while you fight. Pray.
You can pray while you
Or
fight.
you can pray while you flight.
Yeah.
You're definitely playing while you're flying.
Pray either way. Answer my prayers, Jesus.
If you're
No, that's facts. That's facts.
if you're flighting, then you're definitely praying. That's automatic.
You know what? If aliens were to show up, okay,
What is that?
I don't know. Mike is squeaking over there.
Are you fucking whistling with your
Yeah,
little
look, I
lips?
can see it.
Shut your mouth, boy. There are people.
All right, wait. Let's finish this before we do aliens.
Okay. Before we do aliens,
All right.
Okay.
Trump is a puppet
Run by the media.
run by the media.
I don't even care. At this point, I think whether he's a puppet or not, I think it's putting things into perspective in a way where we have still in our face the possibility of British law taking over versus the freedom that we fought for in 1776.
What do you mean British law? What law?
You know how the British attempted to take over this country in 1776, the American Revolution?
No.
What do you mean no? You don't know history?
No. What you're saying is absolutely wrong. You're saying the British tried
What
to
do
take
you-
over. The British already owned all this. America fought to separate themselves from Britain.
What are you saying that I'm not saying right now?
You said the British tried to take over in 1776.
No, okay.
And I'm saying that British never tried to take over in 1776.
The British did not own all of this.
All
Let's
this.
start
13 colonies belong to
No,
Britain.
no. The 13 colonies belong to Britain, you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Let's go into
I think I know what's happening.
Well,
As we talk, I think he has his speaker on,
and it's...
and that little rat that you hear it, right?
Yeah.
That little rat. You got us on speaker, bro?
No, you're in my headphones.
But
What do you hear?
Because you switched it, the computer kept the mic on the computer on.
Oh, you're right. It is the 13 British colonies. Holy
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, bro.
So
But they owned all that. That's
crazy.
why when you talk about... That's when people talk to me about slavery. And I say, no. America didn't start slavery. They ended it within one generation of existing. Because the slavery was doing Britain rule. Almost all of it.
One of my favorite jokes from Joe Rogan is he goes, when was this country founded? And the people are like 1776. He goes, yeah. He goes, I was like, what? He's like, we've seen people live to like 100 years old, right?
Yeah.
He goes, that's just 3 people ago. He's like, that was just
That's
3
crazy.
people ago.
I think it's like the 3rd president of the United States. His grandson is still alive.
All
Yeah.
right.
He's like in his 90s, but he's still alive.
You know what I'm saying?
Something crazy. Yeah.
It's just
Wow.
3 people ago. That's the crazy truth. Like,
Hitler,
You
I
know-
think Hitler has... Oh, no, it's Mussolini that has kids alive in the United States.
Mike,
today.
okay, you're on your
Yeah, yeah.
phone?
yeah.
You are.
Mhm.
Damn.
Don't worry about it, bro.
Yeah, let's end it though. Let's end it. Yeah, we're gonna have to end it because
Wow,
yeah.
what's wrong?
I'll explain later. It's technical difficulties like usual in the basement.
Oh, the Democrats.
Democrat, that's what it is.
CGI.
They're cutting. George Soros is telling you to cut it out.
So, I mean,
Again, we started this with a question and we still don't have an answer. Is why are they going after this guy? What law did he break?
well, when you were reading something and then you went,
What I read was
okay.
he lied to investors and insurers to get money to pay off Stormy Daniels. The only person that knew that was Michael Cohen.
His lawyer.
Michael Cohen is now in jail. So he's spilling the beans.
He's like, nah. He's ratting him out. Oh, Lord.
Now, how much of this is true? Because you know what it is. When people get locked up, they'll say anything. You gonna give me less time? Oh, yeah, he killed him. He told me in the cell.
Was the crime in the act of taking the money to do the deed, or giving the money as the person who's asking for the deed?
It was lying. This is what I read. I don't know how true this is. Again, this is all going to go through court. They're going to figure it out the correct way. But he lied to companies and investors so that we can get more investment money so he can pay off this other chick.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen.
But we'll see. I mean, all of it could be bull crap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to go through court. You never know. Unless it's final, like official. I don't care. I don't want to believe it. It's just.
I'm gonna call it real quickly. I'm just gonna say this shit ain't going nowhere. It's gonna just be a farce to just start tainting Donald Trump in hopes that it would prevent
I'm gonna make this prediction though. If Donald Trump gets off, he's gonna win the presidency.
Okay, and my prediction is
we gotta do something.
My prediction is if he gets indicted,
Biden wins again.
And charged. If he gets indicted and charged, I think it's going to start a civil war.
And I think
this is a what is it? A social engineered civil war.
And I think when he gets out, he's going to be jacked, bald with a beard.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in at the basement.
What? Yo, what up, everybody? If you like what you saw, please click on some of the video links on the side, and please support our channel by liking, subscribing, and leave a little comment, and maybe we'll respond back to you, and hopefully you'll be a guest on our next episode. I was lame and I was spewing disrespect. Turn to God to disinfect. I swear to Trump, now let's inspect to interject on what the youngest spitting. I'm spitting for where the sacred texts are given.